Welcome everybody, I'm so glad you're here. So today I want to show you how to use a sprig. So you can use a sprig to either add on a bumpy decoration to a slab, or depending on the size of your sprig, you could also make it into a magnet. So to use it, you want to have some fresh squishy clay. You're going to kind of form your clay into like maybe kind of a teardrop shape. The main thing you want is for it to be nice and squishy, and you want this side to be relatively smooth. You don't want to take a lot of time with this though, because like the more you mess with it, the more sticky it's going to be, or the more cracky it's going to be. So once you have that, you're going to start in the middle and you're going to push this towards the edges of your sprig like that. Now I used a lot of clay, you don't have to use quite that much, but you want to make sure you fill the sprig. Then you're going to use a wooden rib, because this is plaster, so if I was using a metal rib I would dig into the plaster a lot more. I'm going to kind of push my rib into the clay so it's even with the plaster, and I'm going to tilt it to the side and kind of scoop off the extra and set that to the side. Then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to lean this to the side and scoop off my extra, and then I can just kind of clean it up a little bit like that. Okay, now to get this out of here, there's a couple things you could try. If you still have some squishy clay, you can try pushing the squishy clay and just pull it up, and there it is. Now if that doesn't work for you, you can also like poke your needle tool and kind of like try to get it up going that way. So this, if I smoothed out all these little edges and stuff, this would actually make a really cute magnet. But I want to add it to this slab of clay because I want there to be this as my 3D texture. Maybe it's going to go on the side of a mug or something. So what I'm going to do is lightly kind of trace where I want it to go, so I know how big, I want to score. I'm gonna pull this back up. I'm gonna score on the slab, and I'm gonna carefully score on the sprig like that. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of my magic water. Kiss it like a dewdrop fairy. So you want to be able to see the water but not make it sloppy. And then I'm going to gently push my sprig onto the clay. Now I added kind of a lot of magic water, so I need to soak it up for a couple minutes. But now that I have that, since I did have some of that magic water right there, I can just use my finger to go along the edge and smooth out any of those areas that still showed the scoring. And then, like I said, now I made this really extra magic watery, so I might take a paper towel and just kind of soak some of that up, or sponge and soak some of that up. And then when it gets a little bit harder, I can use a tool to kind of blend around the edges if I need to. But that's how you use a sprig. All right, thanks everybody. Happy making.